Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So I was thinking this morning, as I do sometimes in my life, and it just really occurred to me that Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin could actually together destroy the entire NBA. And I know you might be thinking that by itself sounds kind of weird, like Crispy, they were on the Pistons together a few seasons ago. Well, I am going to explain just how they could do that in today's video, man. But before we get going on it, if you guys don't mind dropping that like, remember, man, 1,000 likes is always the goal. Only takes a second of your time, man, and obviously, helps with the channel growth and the YouTube algorithm, all that stuff. So if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, hit that like button, would be greatly appreciated. Also, I want to let you guys know too that I did start a third channel called Crispy Flakes Plays, where I am going to be just playing like different games and stuff like that. I just wanted a place where I could casually post stuff. So I will put a link to that in the description below. Yeah, I did. My first video was a play now online with the Detroit Pistons, and I actually just uploaded this morning. I did the GeoGuessr, which was a lot of fun to play, man. So yes, Crispy Flakes Plays is that channel. Would love to have you guys over there as we try to grow and branch out over there, trying to do some different stuff, right, man? But yes, okay. So let's think about the circumstance. Wrong side. That was from the Crispy Flakes Plays video, man. Oh man, we all screwed up now. Hey, move over, Crispy. Yeah, we're all screwed up. I'm looking the wrong way. Oh man, redo, cut. Can I just keep this? Are we all still here? Hey, we're good. Man. Might be a little bit too much of a big head. There we go. I'll edit that all out, man. I'll be edited out. I use Flight's editor, man. So yes. But no, we all know the circumstance with the Detroit Pistons where it's just like, Blake Griffin is probably going to be bought out. So what I did is I gave him a 1-year, $900,000 contract. Now, obviously, like, that's not what his contract is, but this is assuming that he's bought out, no longer on the team. I will explain things later as we go through this video. And then over on the Cleveland Cavaliers, same circumstance with Andre Drummond. Now, out of the two, I would say Drummond has a better chance of getting traded, but even so, he has like a $30 million contract that a lot of teams are not going to want to match other guys to bring him on the team. So therefore, he might get bought out by the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we know that two guys that once played together that could both be in the buyout market. Okay, so the last time they played a full season together was the 2018-2019 NBA season. Obviously, Drummond was on the team last year, but Blake Griffin was injured for the most part. But this is when they played the entire season together. And during that season, Blake Griffin had his best year ever, guys, at 25 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and 36% from 3. It was the best season of his entire career, right, man? Meanwhile, Andre Drummond had a Drummond-esque type of season. We all know what to kind of expect from him now, man, but 17 points, 16 rebounds. Defensively was really nice at 2 steals and 2 blocks a game. So these guys clearly know how to play together. So what I did is, Drummond's an 84 overall in this game. I feel like that's fair. Blake Griffin was listed as a 78, which is just so sad to see, by the way. I did put him up to an 83 overall. I don't think he'll ever reach a 90 overall, but if he does, decide to sign with a new, contending team or whatever, I could see him still playing his way back up to at least an 83 overall rating. I don't think he's as bad as his rating says right now. I just think he's extremely, unmotivated and just doesn't really care. And right now he's not even playing all right, man. But this is where the scary part comes in. What if both these guys decide, let's go join a team together? We know how to play together. We know there's teams out there that could use rebounding and the services of Blake Griffin, and it would just really give them a leg up on other competition, man. So what we're going to do for today's video, man, is we're going to find the best fit possible to create the best super team possible to get Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond a ring. Yes, man, they are going to team up together, and it's going to be absolutely crazy. So, as far as the teams go, as far as, realistically as an opportunity for them to, team up together, there's not really a lot of options that I don't think they would go to, but there's definitely one in particular that you guys would probably think what I'm thinking would just be the greatest damn super team in NBA history. So, yeah, 76ers don't make sense. Bucks don't really make sense since they got Giannis out there. Celtics would actually be a little interesting. This is kind of like a low-key, hey, I could see that. You all of a sudden have a team of Kemba Walker, Jaylen Brown. You have Jason Tatum at the 3, Blake Griffin at the 4, Andre Drummond at the 5. And with Marcus Smart off the bench, to me, that makes a lot of sense. That just takes care of so much, rebounding and having the big guys out there for the Celtics, but still a team you can run through Jason Tatum. So that's definitely a sleeper for a team. I could see that happening on LA Clippers. I don't see why it couldn't happen. I just don't think it will, especially with all the history between the owner of the Clippers and Blake Griffin. Those guys don't really seem to like each other, whatever, man. Memphis Grizzlies, no. Atlanta Hawks, no. Miami Heat, once again, I still think Drummond's a bad fit for alongside the Miami Heat. I understand they need help with the rebounding, man, but I will say, by getting Drummond playing alongside Bam and Jimmy Butler as your front court, okay, you no longer have to worry about rebounding, but you have to worry about damn shooting and like making shots and stuff, right? So yeah, as far as other teams go, the Lakers, like now this is a team that's kind of been made as far as like noise goes for playing or for signing either one of these guys. I'd probably say Drummond is more likely than Blake Griffin, just because like, unless they want to use Blake Griffin off the bench, which is completely fine, but then Kyle Kuzma's going even farther down. Now, if you can figure out some sort of trade to get Kyle Kuzma on the Pistons, I'll definitely listen to that, man. But yeah, so the Lakers are obviously a team that, from a super team standpoint, yeah, if you could somehow pull off having LeBron with AD, and then have Drummond at center with Blake Griffin coming off the bench, or even like AD at center, which he doesn't really like to play. But then, of course, you got Montrezl Harrell, so Drummond would need to start at center anyway, or Montrez. That's one thing to consider. Orlando Magic, Dallas Mavericks, the Brooklyn Nets, man. This is the team we are going to be looking at, too, because think about that, man. Kevin Durant, James Harden, Kyrie Irving. That's already matching as one of the greatest big threes of all time. From like just a name standpoint, it's probably the greatest big three of all time. I'm talking strictly like, hey, like these are three superstars playing together. Because, you know, like Klay Thompson's great. I think James Harden's better. You got Kyrie and Curry. Curry's better than Kevin Durant. Well, Kevin Durant, you know, he's been great no matter what damn team he's been on. But then you add on Blake Griffin. They need a power forward, and you get the center of Andre Drummond, and yeah, it takes care of so many issues. Like I said, there's other teams that you could possibly make a case for this happening on, but the point of this video is to make the greatest super team possible, man. Now, the Warriors would be, I don't really see the Warriors. Trailblazers would not be a bad idea either. Like Damian with CJ, then you have Drummond and Blake Griffin out there with Melo at the small forward spot. That'd be fun. It would not be the greatest super team. So what we are going to do is we are going to put both Andre Drummond and Blake Griffin on the Brooklyn Nets, and we're going to see just how crazy this team is out here, bro. It's going to be, I might even say, like, I don't think they go 8-2-0. Just because, like, rating-wise, like, you know, Griffin and Andre Drummond are still, like, 84 overalls. But name-wise, they're still pretty damn good. So there we go. We'll do that trade. Now, keep in mind, nobody would get traded, but we have to do it for the case of this video just because that's just how the game works. So, yeah, proposed trade. Blake Griffin, 83 overall. I totally think he can get back to that range, if not better, man. I still think he could be like an 86 overall type of guy. But in this offense, maybe not so much. He would honestly on this team, here, let's do the trades first, and let me go down and go to the team selection. And there we go, team selection, and make sure we got everything. Deselecting. Yeah, we want to deselect everybody, and we want to go over to the Brooklyn Nets. Okay, Nets are selected, man. There we go. So what we would need to do is we would need to put Kevin Durant at small forward, goes up to a damn 98 overall. Drummond at center, Blake Griffin at power forward. Now, keep in mind, we are also playing without injuries. Just kind of want to see this team at full power. So you'll still have Dinwiddie and Joe Harris out there and stuff, DeAndre Jordan. But then now, this is the team we're looking at. Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, and Andre Drummond. Literally the two best players on the Pistons 2 years ago are now the fourth and fifth option to Kyrie, James, and Kevin. It feels weird calling NBA players just by their first name. I don't know why. It just really is, man. So, yeah, I do think that is the greatest super team possible right there, man. So, we're going to simulate a season on this. But how this team would exactly play together, you know, Drummond's job would be strictly to, I mean, he would have to play like Lob City, DeAndre Jordan. Like, just stay to the inside. Don't really give it to him on the block. He doesn't need it. That will be the worst shot possibility this team could take. You know, clean up the boards, man. Get 20 rebounds a game. Focus on that. You know, go full on Reggie Evans. Whatever you have to do, man. And then Blake Griffin would be interesting, man, because he is somebody that can handle the basketball. He's got some decent passing abilities too. But I honestly think Blake Griffin would work solely on his three-point shots and have to be a catch and shoot three-point shooter, man. That's what I see him as. And obviously somebody too that can cut to the basket, maybe give it to him on the block every now and then. And, you know, catch Kevin Durant or Kyrie, James Harden on the cut to the basket. I could see that. But, yeah, unfortunately, Bruce Brown taking your minutes, man. I love Bruce Brown, but, yeah, not in this case. We are going to put up Blake Griffin's minutes to about 33 a game. Put up Andre Drummond. Now, realistically, too, I could see Kevin Durant being the 4, Joe Harris at the 3, and Blake Griffin being utilized as a scorer off the bench, just because, like, he could definitely handle that role, right, man? But that is the team we are going with. So, let me, yeah, I guess we don't really have much more to do except simulate the season. Steve Nash looks really cross-eyed on that for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead, guys, and simulate this season real quick here and see how this team does. Like I said, man, I could see 82-0. I really could. Maybe not that, but simulate through date, or maybe they just don't make the playoffs and that's just the end of the world or whatever, man. So, what are my actual predictions? Do I think this could happen? Well, it definitely could. Like I said, two guys that were friends. I assume they were friends. I don't think they hate each other. But two guys that are on the same team together, saying like, hey, screw the NBA. we're going to go ahead and make this super team. Like, nobody could really stop them unless there was some rule out there that you're only allowed one player on the buyout market, but I don't really think that's the case. And yeah, I think in the end of the day, like, these two guys together going to a super or going to like a contender would be better than just one going to one team, one going to the other, man. Like, if their goal is to win a ring, then all of a sudden you make that phone call to each other and be like, hey, let's get this done. Let's go to the Lakers. Let's go to the Nets. And piss off the entire NBA world, especially even from Drummond's standpoint. You know, if I was Drummond, I would be all for doing that. Just because it's like the NBA has evolved without me. You know, I thought I was going into another Supermax contract type of thing, but all of a sudden I might get paid $10-15 million next season. So yeah, and you got Blake Griffin's side of things where you got the entire NBA calling him washed up, saying he's overrated and all this stuff. It's like, okay, you want to talk all this trash about us, we're going to team up and go win a ring, man, against your favorite team, unless you're a Nets fan, right? Which I still think is the best case for this to happen. But record-wise right now, man, we are almost done with this season. Currently 62-12, 62-13. I guess really the only big concern right here is just like you know, if Blake Griffin doesn't get his shots, how much more is he really going to help? He's not like a fantastic rebounder or anything. So yeah, 67-14, still not as good as the 73-9 Golden State Warriors. But here we go, one more game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Simulate through date and finish the W on the season. We got LeBron getting MVP. Watch us still lose to the Lakers, man. Steve Nash, coach of the year. I saw All-NBA first, All-NBA second, with Kevin Durant making that, and James Harden also making it All-NBA third. Okay, so no Kyrie Irving, but we are the first seed in the Eastern Conference. Let's go to these player stats on the season real quick here, guys. And yeah, James Harden leading scorer 27-10. Probably still leading the NBA in assists. We got 24-7 for Kyrie, 23-7-6 for Kevin Durant. Then we got Blake Griffin putting up 18 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists per game, man. To me, those are near all-star numbers, no doubt, especially playing the power forward spot in the NBA. Dinwiddie obviously is great, 15-5. Then we got Drummond at 12 points, 13 rebounds, and still cleaning up the steals and the blocks game out there. So yeah, I mean, at this point, Drummond, fifth option on the team. Rebounding is always going to be there, but even guys like Kevin Durant or James Harden are really good rebounders. So even those opportunities, there's going to be other guys out there that can still clean it up, right, man? So yeah, here we go at the New York Knicks in the first round. Simulate round right here. And I mean, I wouldn't be so surprised if we even lose a game in the playoffs. D-Rose dropping 23. We got 28. We got 26, 11, 5 for Blake Griffin, 21 for James Harden. 4 players scoring 20 plus points, and you still got Drummond, you know, getting the 16-5. And that's the thing about Drummond and Blake Griffin. They're both really good passers too, which makes it even more dangerous. Like the ball movement on this team, like everybody on this team could legitimately pass. All right, next up, Bucks simulate round. I was gonna do a Bucks rebuild today, but I think that's gonna come tomorrow, guys, because they have kind of been struggling a little bit. 35-10 for James Harden. We got a double out there for Blake Griffin, and well, hey, you know what? 0 points, 17 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. That's cool, Drummond. He went 0 for 6. I know he did some of those salty ass, you know, what is that? Offensive rebounds. Okay, 8 offensive rebounds. And I completely forgot that DeAndre Jordan's still on this team. That's pretty dangerous, man. Okay, simulate rounds. We got Philly. They did get 1 game on us, man. They did get 1 game on us, but Dinwiddie dropped 28-5. Okay, what do we get? 129-110. Yeah, you just can't stop us. And here we go. We got the Clippers. Simulate round right here. And there we go, man. 4-0. We sweep them, and we win the NBA championship. So, once again, just kind of summarize things. Do I think this is going to happen? No, I do not. Is it out of the realm of possibility? Definitely not, man. I've seen some crazy stuff go on in the NBA over my, 28 years on this planet Earth, man. 20 of it watching the game of basketball. So, yeah, that's all we got for this video. I thought it was a lot of fun to do. Create this super team. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Check out Crispy Flakes Plays for some NBA and other gaming content over there. And peace out, my friends.